I was just doing between the Louis Capaldi and the Lunacy Dinner from YouTube. It was on YouTube. I was moving it to Quick Memo, putting the blurb with the link, and then moving it to the Chrome browser, the Google Chrome, GOOGLECHROME On there, I put in the search feature for Facebook, FACEBOOK .com, and it has the HTTP whatever. I don't know. I don't follow that. I don't really know the techie stuff that they build into this whatever. And on the painted equipment, I don't know where it ever goes to. I know if it goes from Coptic, it goes somewhere, but as I'm sitting here, because of the splicing of the sector and vector time phase genetics that only I seem to be the ones to pick up, because I was noticing that they greased over on the radio when I had almost like tuning from above, like that big claw in the, you put the quarters in and it has a big claw, and then it goes, and you try to grab a stuffed animal, and usually it misses the stuffed animal, whatever, right? Well, they have a very real claw, and they just tune into the top of the radio, and then the shortwave radio frequency changes, and it sounds like static. It also changes into my science in Aether and Ether. Like you can see right now, my face is not quite as bloated as it was about 10 minutes ago. So anyway, here it being 7:37 p.m., I was on Chrome, Facebook, the Chrome browser, Facebook, not an app necessarily, but the Chrome browser is an app on the Android system of the phone is LG. On the back of the phone it says Tech, TECH, and it says 21. It has three circles. Two circles are closer together, and one circle's a little off center, right? And that's V. So that's the phone that I'm on. Anyway, long story short is, as I was putting up the Louis Capaldi, the pairing from Quick Memo that I copied with the link from YouTube and the blurb, I'm sitting here. I put it. The Facebook, the whole moment was so jumbled. JUMBLED. It was. I mean, it's happened to me a couple of times today, but specifically this time period, because I know you asked me for at least one example. It was I was sitting here putting it into, I put it on the Nicole Cataruzza front page, which is the Facebook, and then it has a slash Nicole Romer, NICOLEROEMER, and then I don't know what the letters after are, because in my version I can't even get the full address. It doesn't even show up at all, no matter what I do. So I'm sitting there, and on the painted equipment I put it into the Nicole Cataruzza username, but it has slash Nicole Romer. It goes there. Then I go to the 505 IET to put it on there, which I pressed send, and then all of a sudden I blink my eyes and I'm back, and it's reloading up the Nicole Cataruzza. And I'm like, why is it? And then I looked, and I had already done it there, so now I have to go forward. And I have to go back to the 505 IET through a menu that I have to hit this button, and then it comes down with a menu. I mean, it is so time-consuming and stupid the way that they've built this system, and it's like it's broken moments in between, and then I have to try to keep my wits about me, like, oh wait, maybe I should mention that because that was an anomaly, and I don't know where, if my phone is going to weird offshoot Facebook internet servers. Where are the real life science parody splits in reality going? Who's pairing them in science imagery? Because this is a smaller version of the big scary science. So how did that happen? Because it was like my mind got pulled out, like I was thinking of something else, and then all of a sudden I blinked and the science just, and then I like came back into consciousness and was like, oh wait, that doesn't look right. I should mention that. So I went through the cycle to make sure it didn't happen again. And then, because then I went over to the head of Hashogi and head of SIA, SSIA, and Hashogi, which is what I call it. And I did that. Then I went back to Quick Memo. And YouTube. I grabbed the link and the Quick Memo blurb about the lunacy. I went from Louis Capaldi on the radio that mentioned. That was the first one. That's where I had the time pairing problem of being pulled out and then set back in. And then I went to the lunacy at dinner, and I put that on cross-platform of the three. But they're all different. Even on the side websites, it shows at the bottom, it shows no, it doesn't give me an option for adding photos or videos or whatever, which means it's hitting an index somewhere that's not normal, because at other times it has just a smiley face, sometimes it has a smiley face and a photo option. I mean, whatever's on my painted equipment is a real pain in the fucking ass, because I don't really know techie-wise, like, is anybody getting this? Like, who's interfering with my real technology equipment for learning techniques in more dangerous places? I'm not quite sure, because I know it all links together, especially with the timing feature of the technique of what I was born for. But how the fuck do I get out of this conversation? I mean, I don't need to do this. I already know. I need to be in Clover and not where we are in Covert, Overt. Like, why are we undercover in where they rob time in the RT plan? Yeah, I don't know either.